right? So you had to watch out because, and then you would get a text. You would get like a mass text or email, like this year's gang. I don't even know from who, but this year it was like this year's gang initiation. They're gonna be cutting people's faces, so watch yourself, and that would just be the info. It'd be like, oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the intel.
They're gonna be cutting people's faces. Wear face masks.
Looking around.
Yeah.
Where's Waldo's
Yeah.
about to jump us in? Like, let's get out of here.
And now that I think about it, I don't know where those messages came from. They would just be anonymous.
That'd be hilarious if it's like the principal.
Yeah. Just be like Central Intelligence for Gang Initiation to principal of my school. Did you guys go through that? Did you guys have info?
No, I was country. Like we were in the
so
country, so it was there was none of that at all. Like they might have done a little bit of that in like North Lafayette, North Side High, but yeah, where I was, there was no gangs like that. They had a group of stupid redneck jocks who tried to make a gang. And yeah,
they didn't know how to be friends without feeling gay.
Yeah, no,
So
that's the correct response is aw. Like it was dumb. They basically what they tried to do was like start like a ring of like selling drugs to high schoolers and shit, and they were just dumb kids selling drugs to high schoolers. They weren't a gang.
Yeah,
it's like what first of all, you don't have competition. Like
they're trying to be intrepid entrepreneurs. Fucking.
It was so dumb.
Oh man, that's so sad.
I had like 12 people in my graduating class, so it was kind of the same. We just had wacky shit at our school. Like, you know what the power team is?
No. Oh wait, was that music thing?
No, it's these fucking buff dudes, like kind of dressed like pro wrestlers, and they rip phone books and shit for the Lord.
For the Lord?
For the Lord.
For the Lord.
So it's like,
I remember this now.
it's like they trick us with cool fucking, they'd blow up big fucking hot water holders, but like balloons, and pop them and shit, and rip giant phone books and metal beams, and it would all be like, if you pray, you can also rip phone books.
Where was this? Is in Texas?
At our school, at our public school.
That's wild. Become ripped for the Lord.
Yeah, I guess I see what's happening. So your gang initiation was the church trying to fuck with you every year to try to get you to join their gang. That's funny.
Oh shit! Yeah, man. Power team. How can you not fucking believe in Jesus after this?
I know.
Power team.
There's a trick to ripping phone books, though.
No,
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, there is.
Pray.
Oh,
Read
great.
your scriptures.
This guy's ripping phone books so he doesn't think about gay sex.
Yeah, for sure. He's still thinking about it.
Yeah. It's like, I love a women.
He sees a random number and then it's like, oh.
That'd be hilarious.
He's like, oh, Gary.
That'd be hilarious seeing the satanic version of that, like the Satanist version of that. They're trying to rip Bibles and they're just failing because it's like hardcover shit.
Well, Satanists wouldn't be able to rip Yellow Pages because they're all vegan.
Yeah,
so they
most of them
don't
are
have the
vegan.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Satanists are such a disappointment. Oh,
Yes.
they're doing this?
This is their 2011 promo.
Get out.
Damn. What is happening
Oh,
right now?
fire! The devil won't stand
What
a
the
chance.
Nope.
I see.
Now that we've seen this, I'd like to talk
Great.
to you guys about the Lord.
This is great. this is Jesus stuff.
That's
Jesus
Jesus
stuff.
Dude, why are they always trying to trick you guys into going to church? It's like you're getting molested twice, you know? You get even before you get into the building, they're already fucking with your brain.
in your mind.
Yeah. Ugh.
You like superheroes? Look
Yeah.
at these guys.
So is wrestling kind of like an out, like a way to have that kind of entertainment, but in a more commercial way where you can just be a person who watches something cool?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of wrestlers, you do see that they're very religious for some reason. There's like Christian wrestling and
Yeah.
shit.
Did you grow up with wrestling as a kid, like
Yeah,
from a little kid?
my parents liked it and stuff, and I would always watch it.
Did you believe it? Did you believe this was real fighting at any point at all?
He still believes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Don't ruin it, Stan.
Listen, I got to tell you a couple things about wrestling
I
and
always
Santa.
knew what was going on, that it was like a
You
show.
always knew.
I don't know, though, because I remember, do you remember when the wrestler Owen Hart died? Like,
I'm very ignorant.
there was this
about
one
this.
wrestler, and they, his gimmick was the blue blazer, and he was like a superhero guy. And so they attach him with like beams and shit to fly across the top of the arena, and then it breaks, and he falls to his death.
Yeah, that's
Like,
happened. Yeah.
And I remember the day after that happened, I think I was in like 6th grade. I remember telling my friends, like, I think The Undertaker did it.
You really?
Like, and being serious.
That
like,
is so funny.
Seriously thinking that like in the wrestling storyline that The Undertaker would like go and fuck with Owen Hart's
That's really
safety
interesting.
belt. So maybe I thought a little bit of it was real.
You thought the beef was real for sure.
Yeah.
Because for me, okay, I'm trying really hard to understand wrestling, right? But it's hard if you don't come from it as a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like I gotta reset my brain, right, and try to look at it from a childlike perspective, right? And I'm like, even as a kid, I would know that this is a little bit bullshit, right? Because
Yeah.
I was watching the Andre the Giant versus the Hulk fight, and you can tell. I mean, the Hulk is so dramatic. He falls down like an opera singer. You know, he falls down like no, you know, like, and does a lot of really dramatic shit. And
That's really what it is. It's
Yeah.
like rude Broadway, you know what I mean?
really
it's
is,
like
yeah.
a play with violence and
Yeah, it's filled with action. That's why,
Yeah.
like, I that's not why I got into it, because it's like that I talk about on the podcast a bunch. Like, I'm an action guy. Like, if I were to make Dune, it would have way more worms.
yeah, that was the conclusion for us of Dune.
But yeah, and also, hey everybody, this is Clay on Turtle Reads.
Hey, what's
Speaking
up?
of-
How's it going?
Speaking of wrestling, we are doing Andre the Giant Life and Legend on the podcast with Dylan, MC Lunchboxx here today.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to have you on. And yeah, that Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, not the Hulk Hogan.
Oh, is that what I said? I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm just an old, out of touch bitch. Just some dumb bitch. Look, just bear in mind, I'm gonna be a dumb bitch.
There was
about this for the
there
most
was
part.
a lawsuit there, so you're not too crazy. There was the
Okay.
Hulk and Hulk Hogan lawsuit, right?
Really?
With Marvel and Vince McMahon and stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, I totally did like a dumb bitch thing, you know? Like, it's okay. It's okay. I know that I can be a dumb bitch, but, and I just was. So, okay. Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry.
No, but then Andre the Giant really did throw the Hulk Hogan into the audience.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was pretty
Fuck
crazy.
Yeah. What's
Oh
interesting?
wait, no, he didn't throw
That
Hulk Hogan.
scene of the book is dope. The
He didn't
art
throw-
just
he
like
threw,
changes and it gets really dark.
What's
Yeah.
his name?
Looks
Something
sick.
Wepner. That was the boxing fight that he threw.
That
the
guy.
guy to the
Yeah.
ring. Yeah.
So with that guy, with the boxer
yeah.
who went up against Muhammad Ali and inspired the movie Rocky,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's all to say.
Chuck
I don't remember.
Webner.
Yeah,
Chuck
I don't
Webner.
remember his name. Yeah, so Chuck Webner, right?
Him fighting Andre inspires Rocky, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no,
it
him
inspired
fighting
the
Muhammad
fight.
Ali.
Chuck Webner was the inspiration for Rocky Balboa, and then his fight with Andre the Giant inspired Rocky Balboa versus Thunderlips, which was Hulk Hogan.
Hulk's
Oh, interesting.
character. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. So he wasn't informed, the boxer,
Yeah.
Chuck Brown, was not informed that this was going to be rigged. Or not rigged, but choreographed,
Yeah.
rather, right? Ugh, okay.
And Andre was just such a big dude and could do, like, he basically could do whatever he wanted in that ring with somebody. So he was just like, all right, take a few punches, bam. All right, take a few more punches, throw you around. Like, he could have made that match go any way he wanted.
Right.
He did.
Yeah,
He kinda did that, yeah.
He literally launched the dude out of the ring.
Because the
crazy-
dude got a good shot on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wailing on his head and everything. So he did do that. But once he started wailing on his head, then Andre was like, all right, well, fuck you a
Let
little
me
bit.
show you where
Yeah.
we're at.
And then he did the headbutt. And according to this book, he took the brunt of it with his hand, but it still was enough to actually kind of
Knock him.
him a
Yeah.
little bit. And he was dazed.
Yeah.
And I like the scene at the end where he's on that little
the
car,
ring cart.
the ring cart, and then everybody's throwing trash at him and he's like talking shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Whenever he puts Hulk Hogan over as the champion, and then like he's leaving the ring, but they were afraid he couldn't walk to the
so
ring.
they got him that
the
mini
cart,
ring,
yeah,
cart
the mini
thing,
ring.
yeah,
Yeah.
take him out.
The disease is called acromegaly. Most people know it as gigantism, but yeah, that having that seems like it's almost a superpower until you get older. Like,
Yeah, basically.
you're basically the Hulk until you get to age 35, and then you're a disabled person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I honestly, I would do that.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Doesn't sound bad.
I was waiting for it.
I would take that trade in, being like the biggest dude.
Do their skulls keep growing?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, everything.
His brow grew, his like everything.
Last week I went to wrestling and there's this giant wrestler on it, Satnam Singh, and his like eyebrows here
He
were
probably
like
has it.
sticking out. Like
Yeah.
I haven't really
brow
seen
ridge,
that.
Yeah, he probably has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
crazy. I
He's
didn't
dope.
because you don't hear like I don't really hear about anybody having that nowadays. Maybe Yao Ming had like a version of that or something because he's like stupid crazy big. But yeah, that I'm interested to see how do you know how old that guy is? Shad Singh or whatever the fuck.
I don't know how old he is. He was a Dallas Maverick
Oh
for a
wow.
little bit. Now he's wrestling.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes
He's
sense.
giant though. He's like 7-something, 7'3",
But he has
7'4".
that condition for
He
sure.
has to.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
if he
feel
has
like
the brow ridges,
the
then
brow-
probably so.
Yeah, they
because
like
that's
stick out really
that's
far.
specifically what it says is one of the things that keeps growing is like your face, like everything keeps going. Huh.
I don't know.
It's like telling Kat, I'm not trying to be. I hope this isn't like a racist thing or something, but what is his eyebrows doing now? what is
What?
that?
Wait, what?
I was like, I didn't know if it was like
If it was
rude
a
to call
racial-
that out. Like,
You're like, oh, Polacks are weird looking.
That's just Indian brow. Oh, you know.
I didn't know these Polish people look so fucking weird.
Well, no, that guy, he's like Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is he, like Iranian or something?
I don't know.
Satnam Singh.
Yeah, I know who I have the picture in my mind, but yeah, he's like probably like Iranian or
The Great Khali is a giant wrestler too, and he had this guy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking him up right now. Oh, wait. Are you looking him up? Okay. Cool. Where is he from?
let's see.
Yeah.
Hindustan Times. He's from Hindustan.
Hit
Where's Hindustan?
Hindustan.
Is that in Texas?
Yes.
Hindustan,
I
Texas.
mean, look, it probably, there's a Mecca here, Texas. There probably is that too.
God damn, he's a big motherfucker.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's
It's a big
huge.
guy. Big boy.
You see his forehead though? It's
Mhm.
like
Yeah, but it's not as
It's not as pronounced, but
And
also,
also-
he does look younger. So
Maybe.
like he looks like he's like maybe 30.
Yeah, but by 30, Andre the Giant was already
Yeah, but
kind of reaching the last third of his life,
Yeah.
right? So it was already getting to be a problem,
yeah,
which was crazy because that surgery that they just kind of passed over in this book,
yeah, that back surgery.
that's not
Oh,
a
yeah.
trivial
No.
surgery. That's really intense.
And
That's
they-
fucked up.
And
Like,
they had to put two operating tables together,
Yeah.
use special instruments because of how big he was and
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, and give him just insert a brace into his spine just so that it would support his
did they
weight.
have one 9-foot table randomly?
Yeah, no
Operating table or
the
something?
hospital, the
Yeah.
hospital room, the hospital actually had one 9-foot table.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe
So
that.
that-
I think they were like, go to the cafeteria, get the and then just cover it up. They'll never know. You know?
Just tell him we got
Hey, here you
one.
go. You know, we're prepared here at Mount St. Joseph, fuckface. Yeah. But that is a crazy because Gene just got back surgery. And all he did was get a small incision to take out a thing, right? And that was enough to put him out of commission for at least a week. You know, it's really, really fucked up to get back surgery. And so he must have the kind of pain he probably was in when he was fighting Hulk Hogan is not good.
No.
You know, it was
Oh,
it was
no.
really
He was
intense. You
in
could tell
bad
it by his
pain.
face.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
really intense.
Yeah,
He's a really interesting person. He's a really likable person.
yeah. Even though he did have a few moments where he wasn't that good of a dad.
He was
Who the
bad-
fuck is?
He was a bad
That's Like, nobody's a good dad. And also, you know, nobody's a good mom. You know, everybody fucks up, really. Women just do something else that's fucked up, that's different from guys. Guys just, you know, they'll leave. You know what I mean? But the worst thing a mom can do sometimes is stay. You know what I'm saying? So there is that.
But yeah, he definitely like he was in the world of wrestling and he was like dedicated to it, like protecting the kayfabe and all that shit. And but he would also do like just some weird.
Wait, what's the kayfabe again?
Kayfabe is keeping up the appearance that it is real.
Right.
It's like the storyline
Yeah.
of wrestling.
Right.
That's why he would, whenever he was supposed to be passing on the championship to the Hulk or to Hulk Hogan, he saw one of Hulk Hogan's friends walking down the hallway. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna crush Hulk Hogan this
Right.
week." He tried to keep that up even amongst the inner workings.
That's probably why, even though you felt when you were watching it that it was kind of that it was choreographed to some degree, right? What you did believe in though was the story, and I think that's the most important part of the wrestling is what I'm realizing, right? It's that this story. But okay, is this like a male brain thing though? Because how is it that all you could deal like for you, it's just enough for like a guy to just mash another guy, and then that guy to mash another guy, then that guy to mash another guy, and then that guy to mash another guy, and another guy, and another guy to get, you know what I mean? Like that's just enough for you, like over and over
definitely.
again.
I mean, but just like how John Wick is like enough for some dudes.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? It's like,
But it's always an interesting way. Is like they had matches back in the day where like the Undertaker buried a dude in concrete put him in a coffin, then like poured concrete on top of the coffin.
Okay.
Like they do wild shit like that, jumping off of a 30-foot cell onto a table with somebody on it.
Yeah.
Like it's still
nobody's bullying Clay and telling him that Dragon Ball Z is fake and that Super Saiyans aren't real.
No, people do. People bully nerds all the time.
Yeah, they do.
People bully
For
nerds
sure.
the most
Yeah.
because it's not even actors. It's like drawings,
Yeah.
right? And you're like super into the drawings. So yeah.
God forbid you talk about Harry Potter, dude. They'll be like, "Oh, that
Harry
was
Potter.
isn't real."
Yeah. So and the Harry Potter is the one that is justified, I believe. We should bully Harry Potter fans most of all. Wrestling fans are fine because they get it, right? Nerds get it overall, but Harry Potter fans are sick. They're sick people. They're crazy. So
whenever I was young, got into Harry Potter, me and my friends, we did the thing where we were like, "Oh, I got a letter from an owl and shit." And
see what I'm saying?
I was in like elementary school. I think I was in kindergarten actually whenever that shit happened. And yeah, we pretended and shit. We shouldn't make fun of those people.
Yeah, you see how the way you just said that though. You see how you just had to confess it, like you were talking about the first time you and your friends touch each other's peepees. You know what I mean? Nobody else talks about their shit like that. It's only Harry Potter fans. It's like, yeah, I did kind of get a broomstick and ride around on it. I was doing that for a while. I'm sorry. Nobody else does that. That's why Harry Potter fans. It's like, okay. We gotta rectify that a little bit. People went a little too overboard. So anyway, yeah. You picked this book. Why did you pick this book?
It was just a random kind of thing. I was like,
so you have
was
no
talking about-
connection to this book. You don't give a shit about this book.
this
No,
book
he-
rules.
Okay, so
We
you
were
love
just
this
talking-
book.
He was talking about wrestling comics, and I was like, "Have you read the Andre the Giant one?" He was like,
Well, you love this book then.
"Yeah."
Then why
it's
didn't you just
good.
say that?
I don't know.
This is some fucking Austin shit.
We're
This is what I'm
killing
talking about. People in
time.
Austin are
I'm
fucking. Everybody in Austin just doesn't want to act enthusiastic about anything.
That's
and I
just
get,
my personality.
Nah,
I
it's
think.
all of you guys. It's all of you, and I get it.
Oh, I love
I
this
get
book. I'm so excited
No,
for
no,
this book.
I understand.
Andre the Giant.
After what
Laughing
I've seen
Legend.
with the yellow pages getting torn for Christ,
Yeah.
I understand that there's an economy here of trying to get you excited to trick you into Jesus.
Yeah.
I get that. So you're trying to hide it so that you can have your own interests and live your own lives. I understand. But you love this book. You should just say you love this fucking book.
I love this book.
Fuck
it's a
yeah,
great
dude.
book. The art is wonderful.
This is a book.
Good stories to pull from.
Yeah. Did you read the prelude, the intro, whatever, by the person who?
Yeah, where he's like talking about how people say wrestling's fake.
Yeah. No, but okay. I know a guy that sounds just like this guy in person, and what he is he's a fan, right? He's really enthusiastic about what he loves to the point where it's almost like conviction, like he has integrity about it, and I really like that because it reminded me of my friend Ray Goots. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, he wrote it. It's very short. It's simple, right? But very honest. And even when the story, he was like, yeah, some of these stories might be bullshit a little bit, right? But they're cool, you know? And I'm just like, this is great. I like this guy, you know? And did he also do the artwork?
The same, yeah.
The same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. The art is really
The
simple.
art
It's
rules,
clean.
yeah.
It's really nice. Composition. It was fun to read.
I
And it was
loved
good.
when it changed to that Hogan fight too.
Yeah.
And it got real dark with light shading and stuff. It made it look like a really big deal. That was cool.
Well, the interesting thing is, okay, here's what he did, right? This is what I thought was cool also, is that he used sort of, maybe not even on purpose, he used Andre the Giant's condition to actually drive the plot, right? Because the more fucked up his body got, the darker the story got, right? So that by the time he had to be a heel in order to, and then he did the whole thing, you know, so Hulk Hogan could basically have a career, right? His body was already, you know,
Destroyed.
it was kind of destroyed at that point. And then it got dark, and it was just really interesting. And I watched each time I had a chance, I would read the fight that he talked about, then I would watch the video.
Nice.
And then it would talk about an interview, I would watch the interview. And it really helped me with the fights, because I don't understand wrestling fights. You know what I mean? So what is happening?
It's just a guy.
I'm like blah 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 blah, and there's like
It's the chair.
It's the chair.
For some reason, the chair's making a weird squeaky noise.
oh my god, I need another
For
woman.
some
I need
reason.
a woman. I need a woman in this room.
It's not rubbing up against anything. It's just
Well,
What a wrestling fight is just some
I
guy
don't know.
hopped up on cocaine being like, this guy's going to win.
Yes.
That's pretty
Yes.
much all wrestling is. It's just like a dude on coke being like,
Oh yeah,
All
I get
right.
that.
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking beat him.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then they go and do it. And
totally.
people go to it.
wrestling.
It's really stupid.
No, of course it is. It's American, you know? And I mean that in a best way. Like it's American stupid, right? Where it's just like really gung-ho and it's dumb and we're all going to get together and do some dumb shit and it's
that's
going to be a
yours.
fucking great time.
I think that's yours rubbing up against here.
Oh, it is?
Mm.
Okay. Did you? Okay.
There we go. I
I'm
thought
sorry,
it was mine.
Clay.
All
Sorry,
right.
Justin.
Table.
Guys,
Uh-huh.
we're going insane.
Yeah, me and Justin are looking at each other going like, what the fuck is that noise? And I thought it was mine. I'm like moving my chair over.
It's just me being overly enthusiastic.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the wrestling is quintessentially it's like Reagan era, fucking swinging 80s, cocaine crazy, colorful, big hair. Like that was when it was at its peak.
Yeah.
So,
Abraham Lincoln was a professional wrestler.
was he really?
Yeah.
What do you know about that? Did you ever find anything? Like
Just-
pictures or something?
I don't think there's pictures or footage or anything
Yeah, that's it was a
Illustrations.
little
Just
bit
stories.
before that, but yeah, that's
that
dope.
he would like put on wrestling shows.
That's crazy.
And then have
He was
like
a tall motherfucker.
I was just gonna say, didn't he also maybe have a pituitary thing? Where oh look at that. Oh, that's AI.
No, that's real.
Thanks,
He was
AI.
the WWE.
it's real.
Look at
I
this.
swear.
Oh my god. Look at that.
It's bad.
No, that log cabin one, that's the one that I think of when I think of Abe Lincoln, because they always share that meme. Like one of those.
He's a wrestler.
Or you're talking
Rest.
about this one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. Oh,
Huh.
man. Dude, wrestling is so gay. It's
I'm gonna put you in a chicken wing.
Yeah, I mean, a full Nelson is like the gayest position you can get a guy in.
Yeah. Yeah. We all know
sounds-
this.
There's this one
Gayest.
tag
Yeah.
team called Billy and Chuck, and their whole gimmick was that like they were gay, but they didn't know it. And the storyline like went so far as to them like getting married, but they didn't know that they were like getting married. They just thought they were like being an official tag team. And then right before they were about to say I
Wow.
do, they like realized they're like, wait a second,
Yeah.
we're not gay. And that was the whole story of that character.
Where did you see that? Where is that?
That's in probably like 2004 WWE.
Oh, okay.
It's on TV, Billy and Chuck.
Wait, this is WWE still?
Yeah.
So gay.
Oh yeah, they did a bunch of shit. You used to do the wrestling show here, Creek in the Cage. It was a live show. They would show clips and shit. he spread a lie that I was dating I dated and fucked a Down syndrome chick. Fuck you, Dylan.
Funny.
I think I'm going to further that rumor from now on. Just for
It's
fun.
not a rumor. It's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, is what you're gonna say. It's not a rumor. It's a lifestyle. She barely acted her age.
No, he y'all played. What was the gobbler or the
Gobbledygooker.
They had so it was like built up over like a couple weeks or something.
Yeah, it was like a month or maybe 2 of buildup. There's this fucking new guy coming. He's in a fucking egg. It's fucking scary as shit.
Like this giant egg that they would wheel out to the ring and shit. And
What year was that?
98 maybe or 97.
Yeah,
That was Aliens was out. Species. That movie Species was out. People were really into
Yeah,
it.
so you're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be some creepy fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They show the smoky egg. It's slowly starting to crack, like on Survivor Series.
yeah.
The egg, and then it fucking happens, and this fucking
It's a turkey man.
giant turkey man comes out, the gobbledygooker. And this guy comes out of the fucking egg. Nobody cares about it. They're like, what the fuck?
What?
It was the gobbledygooker.
Okay, what?
And there's a scene where Mean Gene, he's like commentating and he's like, it's the gobbledygook. It's like, whoa, it's the gobbledygooker.
This is like if I had a 5-year-old, he came back from kindergarten that day, and this is the kind of shit that I would hear from him, and I'm just trying to get him a sandwich. I'm trying to make him eat a sandwich.
He has the same mind frame as a coked out Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
yeah.
We'll just have him come out of an egg.
Yeah.
He'll be a turkey man.
One
They'll
of-
get it, they'll love him.
One of the classic clips of Vince McMahon is him saying the N word in front of Booker T.
Yeah.
hmm
That
Have you
was
ever seen
nuts.
this clip?
Have you ever seen that?
Wait, the clip, Vince McMahon did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they were all like Hulk Hogan got caught saying the N-word, right? Vince
Yeah.
McMahon, right?
This was part of
Andre
the
the
story.
Giant.
Andre the Giant in
Yeah.
this book.
Yeah. Andre the Giant. They don't really put any context
I was
as to
gonna say that.
Just a
why.
speech bubble
That's
with the
bullshit.
N-word.
That's bullshit.
What joke was he telling?
That's
At
what
least
I
tell us the
wanna
joke.
That's what I want to know.
What do you call?
Was it, you know what I mean? Was it one of the
what do you
classics?
call-
But no, yeah, the Vince McMahon clip of him saying the N-word, that was part of the storyline for wrestling. Like that aired
That one.
on TV.
That's the one of
yeah.
him
Yeah.
saying it. And then there's the one of Booker T calling Hulk Hogan the N-word on WCW.
Yeah.
But
That
he
was
said it
also a
like
classic.
as in like a greeting, or he
Oh,
just called
listen,
somebody.
show
We'd have to
Vince.
cut it from the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bleep it.
Yeah.
This one?
People love bleeping.
That's
No,
different.
no,
No,
I
no,
can't,
no,
I can't show the video at all.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we could just
Yeah.
show us reaction shot.
Boss? How you doing?
Yeah. What's good in the hood?
Just holding it down, trying to take care of business.
Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever.
There's that
And then Booker T.
And then Booker T saying
Oh, I see.
Tell me he did not just say that.
This is so hilarious.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Queen Charmel's rolling her eyes at Vince saying the N-word.
Well, she's doing it. She's giving him that look, like,
And so like, yeah, that wasn't even like
you gonna let him get away with that, baby?
that wasn't even like hot on the mic or anything. That was part of the aired storyline.
They probably agreed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Well,
wrote that.
They
Yeah.
wrote that. A dude Vince McMahon wrote that down, showed it to his other executives. They were probably like, I don't think you should do that. And he's like, no, yeah, we're gonna do this.
When his daughter Stephanie McMahon got pregnant for the first time, like one of the first thing he does is like calls a meeting. Is like, she's pregnant. We're gonna have a storyline where I'm the father of the baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
Like an
hilarious.
incest, and everybody's like, "What the fuck, Vince?
That is
No."
great. I mean, that guy's a visionary. You know,
It's coming out.
he's breaking taboos. Don't you see what he's trying to do? He's an activist. He's using his power for good. Right? If everyone wasn't getting all offended, right, we would have solved the N-word problem to this day, and we would be able to just say it on this episode without fear of reprisal. Okay.
True.
And so now look at us, because we stopped doing cocaine and we started doing weed. So we should go back to cocaine, I think. That's what we should do.
Wrestling should go
Yeah.
back to cocaine.
Wrestling should go back to cocaine. Let's all go back to cocaine. Cocaine, like
Do
the
y'all think-
economy was never better.
Do y'all think Andre the Giant did cocaine?
If he
Yeah.
did, it was a whole fucking line.
Yeah.
It was- he did all the cocaine. And they would bring it to the party and be like, this bag is for us, this bag is for Andre.
He
He's so
just pulls
huge.
out a pool noodle.
He pulls out like a. No, he pulls out a. He's like one of those didgeridoos from Australia. Man,
Yeah.
he must have been a great person to hang out with.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, like whenever he was going up, they were going over, he got on a flight and he's like, how long is the flight? 5-hour flight. Make me 8 double screwdrivers.
Right.
And I was like, I've come over here and done seven double whiskey cokes and then gone to work. I'm like, I think I could hold my own with Andre the Giant drinking.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be a fun night, man.
I like the panel with one of the Princess Bride actors. I forget who it is, but he's just like, Andre's handshakes are my favorite thing in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
That's so
literally,
awesome and
every
sweet.
morning he would be like, oh, I haven't shaken your hand yet today, and just like shake his
I
hand.
can see that.
Yeah, dude.
His hands are just so huge.
he
I
put
want
it-
to shake Andre's
Yeah,
hand.
at the Princess Bride taping, he would like put his Robin Wright was standing there cold, and he just puts his hand over her head to warm her up, and it's like, yeah, his whole body, like his body must have been running like super hot.
Oh, she was real cold.
Yeah.
And he just warmed her up by
Warmed her up
covering
with his
head.
head, with his hand,
Yeah.
dude.
Come here, little one.
Yeah, his hand was the size of that dude's head. The third row, second picture, where he's like got his hand next to that dude's head.
Yeah.
That's me, Gene.
Yeah, dude.
I love that guy too. The guy that interviewed him. What's his name?
Me, Gene Okerlund.
This guy right here, Mean Gene. Yeah, I like him. He was so
He's
enthusiastic.
incredible.
Yeah, and so kind of into what he was doing, and the whole conversation. It was great.
He had a tough life. They had this reality show one time on the WWE network, and it was like Legends House, and they made all the legends live in a house together.
boy.
And he was like busting out crying on one episode. My wife's dead. It's like,
Are you serious?
everything-
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it's so
Holy shit.
sad. He has a mental breakdown.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
fuck.
Oh, come here, Mean Gene. I'll hold you, brother.
That's hilarious to go, oh, come here. Like to feel bad for a guy named Mean Gene.
It's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan is there in the house, and they're all just like,
That is
"Oh, come here, Mean Gene. It's okay."
that is like a weird part of wrestling where it's like they get older and older, and like these are guys like Mankind and shit like that who are like dark and gritty and shit, but now they have like these mental issues and back issues and all this shit, and you're like, you feel bad for them. Back in the day, they were like some of the most badass dudes from like my childhood, you know?
Yeah, they're like that because of our childhood. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we wanted to see them get hurt and shit, so they did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, now I got sad.
That's why they all
Anyway.
die early
Let's
and
go back
get
to Andre
hooked
the
on
Giant.
pain pills and shit because they're just
Yeah, there is a
Yeah.
lot of drug addiction and
yeah,
alcoholism.
because it's not.
and
They are athletes, but in other sports, like there's seasons
Mhm.
and shit. There's no seasons in wrestling. If you're healthy, you're doing it
Constantly.
every single weekend. House shows on the weekdays, like 300 something matches.
Mhm.
Traveling, that's crazy shit
Yeah,
to
it's
put on your
really-
body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, you're showcasing at places that are just full of vice. You're just at casinos, at
Yeah.
Vegas, at this place, at that, and it's all surrounded by just hookers and blow
Oh,
and
yeah.
bars, and that's fun.
Especially like the low level indie shit where they're just doing that for like $20 and hopefully to sell 2 t-shirts and get
Yeah.
a hot dog and shit.
I have a couple of friends that do amateur wrestling.
It ain't easy.
That one's, I think amateur wrestling might be even worse than this professional wrestling because there's even less safety.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they all get head injuries
And
and,
they-
just completely fucked up.
At that level, you're trying to like break out from the pack. So you're trying to do the craziest shit, you know, like the double front flip into thumbtacks on a table or some shit, you know?
The low level deathmatch
Yeah.
scene is insane. Where they like use real weapons and barbed wire and cut themselves open.
Yeah.
Without insurance, they probably have a union job or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, why are you doing this? Do
Kinda-
it for $25-$30 and
But then, yeah, then talking about the Vice thing, it's like whenever he went into that bar and him and his friend were Andre the Giant and his friends were sitting there, and that lady comes over wanting an autograph, and they're like, "Fuck off," and then they just keep. He pays the dude to keep the bar open for 40 more drinks.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're that size of a dude, that level of a dude, and you can do that. Then yeah, you're going to just sit there and have 40 drinks that night, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is a crazy lifestyle, especially whenever you get to that level.
Well, but he was also drinking that much because he knew he was going to live past 40.
Yeah.
Right. So there's also kind of a depressing element to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where it's one of those, he's one of those interesting paradoxes that captures people's imagination, kind of like Christopher Hitchens getting cancer, you know what I mean, and all that, and still being an atheist, right? It's kind of like once somebody kind of hits on this weird contradiction, and they roll with it, like they take it with grace and some weird level of dignity. Then it's like you just, that person becomes iconic, right? Like a representation of something bigger than themselves. Yeah. And Andre the Giant, as difficult as it may seem, he did represent something bigger than himself. Yeah. But yeah. And
they had that whole, what was up with that? You know about Obey, that weird like logo?
Shepherd fairies,
whatever the fuck.
Art shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Andre the Giant's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
totally.
shit, I'm never not going to know that now. Fuck. That's creepy.
Like, yeah, that's crazy that some random artist was just like, I'm going to use Andre the Giant's face as my logo, basically.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. That just blew my mind.
Hell yeah.
That's insane.
Obey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's just a giant.
Did he ever get sued for that?
I don't think so, because it's not it's not like you're using the name or anything. It's just art. It's literally just like a stencil of a face. It's not even like
He also just did stickers at first and just plastered them everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's not like he sold it at first.
I think eventually he did the design, like he turned it into this.
Yeah.
Which cleaned it up into his own thing.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of his now, because it's just very abstract. Yeah. But why Obey then? I wonder what that artist, why he connected Andre the Giant's face with Obey. That's something that
I saw it.
I wish
Go
I could
watch
know that.
Exit Through the Gift Shop. He talks about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember at all anything?
It was how big Andre the Giant was as a celebrity, and then Obey is just propaganda. Like that every marketing piece and advertising is just propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
And that something dumb as this, and then putting Obey on it, it's just this, he plastered it everywhere and made his own
It
propaganda.
kind of reminds me of the Roddy Piper movie where he puts on the sunglasses.
Yeah.
And then he can see who's the aliens and shit. It reminds me of that, what he sees.
They Live?
Too. They Live.
You ever see that movie?
No.
Totally.
Holy shit, you gotta see that movie.
You gotta
It's such
see
a good
They
movie.
Live. It's
That's
incredible. The fight scene.
Yeah.
It just
Fight
goes
scenes like
so long.
it's just yeah. That's just a cultural it's like you're not cultured. It's like if you haven't seen the fight scene.
Okay.
You gotta see the fight
yeah,
scene.
Dude, step up your culture, brother.
We can't watch
see
it
this
here
fight
because
scene.
that fight scene is like 15 minutes long. So we would not
Goes
be able
on.
to sit here and watch that. It would be insane.
I'm definitely going to go look it up.
The
Yeah.
unofficial sequel to that rules too. Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Roddy Piper's the last man on Earth, and then it's all these like frog human people, and there's like frog bitches trying to get his
Like
semen.
hot frog bitches?
Yeah, and he bangs frog chicks. There's frog titties in it. It's pretty
frog
dope.
Titties, how would you even you would touch them and they get stuck? You know,
They're just trying to steal Roddy Piper's semen to keep
they're just doing it with their tongues.
Wow.
the race going. It's
Dude, that
pretty
is-
sick.
That's
Nice.
terrible.
All right. I got to watch these movies now.
I'll watch that one. I haven't seen that one. I'll watch some frog bitches with their titties and shit out.
One thing I did want to touch on, because I know you're a big, old school writer buff and everything. Whenever he got kicked off the bus and he started having Samuel Beckett drive him to school in his pickup truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Samuel Beckett actually, like, he confirmed it later in his life that he would drive around Andre the Giant to school.
That's funny. He's like, oh yeah, big ass kid. Yeah.
They mostly just discuss cricket, apparently. They would
Oh,
just talk
okay.
about cricket the whole time. But Samuel Beckett did give Andre the Giant his first cigarette
Yeah.
at 12.
Yeah. But was it the way it was portrayed in this book where it's like, these stunt your growth? And then he was like, give it to me or something like
I
that.
mean, that's I imagine that that was like a joke that they said, you
Yeah.
know.
All right. Well, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Or I guess it did because his grandfather was supposed to be 7'8" and he was only 7'4".
Yeah.
So I guess it knocked off 4 inches. So that's good. Okay. Yeah, Samuel Beckett, that's pretty interesting because he's one of those he's a playwright, he's a novelist, he's a blah blah blah. But he's one of those, he's like the playwright writer guy version of like a comedian's comedian kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Where he's not widely known, obviously, but in this really subtle way, he influenced a lot of other people and a lot of culture in his time. And he's just kind of interesting to check out, Samuel Beckett. Yeah. He's just an interesting, whatever. Like, let me see. I don't know if he had anything like movie related. He probably did. Let's see.
Oh, damn.
Anything? Yeah, he looked like that guy. You could tell he was in the French countryside just fucking drinking and smoking.
Smoking cigarettes
That's
constantly.
a grizzled, right?
Yeah, that's the face of a guy who wrote books, drank a lot, and smoked a shit ton of French cigarettes. Yeah, he's Irish.
Yeah,
Happy
imagine
days.
like cigarettes back in his day were probably healthier than ours,
Yeah, probably.
especially like old French cigarettes. Like they
Yes.
it had to be just pure tobacco, like no like extra carcinogens and shit added into it. And shit.
Foreign cigarettes are pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian cigarettes rule.
Somebody used to give me when I was in high school, I dated this Polish guy, and whenever they'd come back from there, he would bring Ukrainian cigarettes, which were
Dope.
pretty good. Like Ukrainian.
Man, those got to be almost extinct now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at this point.
Ukrainians?
Yeah.
Are those
Ukrainian
the ones
cigarettes.
with like
Ukrainians
the
and their
fucking
cigarettes, yeah.
rotting jaw?
Look,
on the
half the
cover,
country's
and it's
bombed.
Like, this could
Okay,
happen to
the
you.
stores
Oh,
are
yeah.
gone.
Oh.
Moving on.
But the tobacco fields remain. So, and the migrant workers from Kazakhstan. So, there's still an economy there. It's okay.
Sure.
It's okay. We could still get cancer, guys. Relax. I wanted to, when I was in high school, when I was still delusional about smoking cigarettes, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to cure tobacco myself so that I could just have it,
Nice.
make my own. But you need a lot. Like at the very least, like if you're gonna do it in like the most like redneck way, right? You need a big abandoned refrigerator. You got to gut it, and then you got to retrofit it to treat to put the tobacco
Yeah.
in it. And
Is
all
it
that
legal to grow your own tobacco?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And especially in Texas, it's kind of the one of the redeeming qualities of Texas is that you can do a lot of shit here. You can have chickens. You could do all of that. In New York, only Puerto Ricans have chickens, and they use them for cockfighting. So it's not something you could just have.
I mean, that's not a solely Puerto Rican thing. I've told you before that
Oh,
my
yeah?
dad used to do civilized cockfights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They put little boxing gloves on his chickens
Yeah.
and made them
was
fight
great.
each other. That's insane.
No, it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Little boxing gloves?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Because like with normal cockfighting, they put the little razors, like the metal
Yeah, I
razors
know. That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, they sell little boxing gloves that you can strap
adorable.
onto the spurs, and my dad would stop it at first blood.
You know what I would watch? I would watch a chicken version of wrestling where they have little boxing gloves and they have story arcs.
Yeah.
Where there's like an evil chicken.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? There's like a deadbeat dad chicken.
We did. I mean,
Yeah.
my dad, he had 8 main roosters that would fight, and he split them up between me and all my siblings and step siblings. Everybody had their own rooster.
Oh, wow. It's like Game of Thrones, but instead of direwolves.
Look, so second row, first
So-
picture.
That's
See,
hilarious.
so the little
Oh
ball,
my
the little
God.
ball would go on the spur, and it would strap around the leg.
You could put one of those little boxing gloves on the tip of a guy's dick, and then put another one on the tip of another guy's dick, and you could just like do dick boxing.
But yeah,
This is great.
all of us had our own rooster, and we had like a tournament style ladder match going between all of our roosters, and mine was the champion for like 1 or 2 months.
Whoa.
And then he would regularly rotate them out into the yard so that they could fuck chickens and have more babies. Well, he put mine out in the yard, and then whenever he brought it back in, it wouldn't fight anymore. It would only run around. And
He's like, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
well, no, my grandpa came out whenever we were trying to fight him once. He's like, oh, that's the rooster I saw my Rooster King fuck in the yard.
Oh, that
His
is like
rooster was
wrestling.
raped
Dude,
by
that's
King.
totally wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, my rooster was straight up raped in the yard and turned prison bitch by
Holy
a
shit.
rooster called King.
Because he probably liked it. He liked it.
No, he was trying to fuck King's hens. And King was like, I'm not
King's
having
like,
that shit. So
hell
No,
he-
I mean, when it happened, right? And he didn't want to fight anymore. He's like, I want to be one of the girls. Maybe King will fuck me again.
yeah, I mean, I was like 10 years old, so I just had to come to the realization that like, oh, my pet rooster just got raped
Your
in the
rooster's-
yard.
Your rooster's gay. I got a gay rooster.
It's your core memory. Rooster rape,
It is a
dude.
core memory,
No.
dude. I remember watching my rooster just run around, and my grandpa tell how he worded it because we were on a farm. He's like, "Your rooster got rutted."
Did he
Oh, they call it
Running.
running.
did he run different afterwards?
I mean, I couldn't tell.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
You couldn't even look at him anymore.
I tried to
Poor
train him.
champ.
I tried to train him back. That's how like into it I was. I would like get into the pen with him and have him try to attack me.
You're just giving him fake. You're giving him Fago and shit. You're like, come on. Well, what happened to your rooster ultimately?
I mean, we just put him back out in the yard. I'm sure he just just would. I hope that he lived a decent life, but I doubt that he was the same ever again.
Yeah. Well,
That-
you know, he probably moved to New York and started a little home in Greenwich, in New York City. Gay Pride Parade every year. You know, he just really be himself. That's what we do. You know, that's what New York's for. So you can go be yourself. Man, that's crazy. I love that. That's one of my favorite stories ever now. Okay. So, hell yeah. All right. Well, I don't think anything's going to top Gay Rooster. I'm sorry. I don't even know where we can go
Tiny
from
little
here.
boxing gloves.
Yeah.
The stories of
Tiny
a
little-
rooster's
yeah.
rape.
I want to read that comic book also after this one. Yeah. Well, yeah, this book was pretty good. I'm glad I read it.
Yeah.
It was a good read. It was a quick read. And it's even worth going back to check the art out a little bit. I think the authors seemed really authentic and a real fan. You could tell by the way he spoke. And and so these is basically a compilation of all of the stories timeline wise of Andre the Giant that other people have about him and just biography and all that stuff.
yeah.
It's really
and
cool.
It I feel like it gives a good explanation like throughout of like all the different like wrestling terms and shit, like putting him over, babyface and heel, and like explains wrestling out pretty well while telling Andre the Giant story.
It's good for people like me.
Yeah.
I'm just completely ignorant. I don't know, right? So it helped so much. It helped so much that I actually just reading through the fight play-by-play helped me watch the video. Because I was like, if I watch this video without this play-by-play, I would zone out, honestly. I would just zone the fuck out and then kind of come back and like, oh, they're still holding each other? All right. And then I would just, because I wouldn't understand the subtlety of like what's going on. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this is highly recommend this for idiots who don't know anything about wrestling. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you don't know shit about wrestling, you don't get it, you should read this. Andre the Giant. Are there any other biographies about him that you know of?
There is another one, Andre the Giant. There's one other one.
I think the best compilation of all Andre information is probably the HBO documentary about his life.
Okay.
That's got every story in it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it rules. And fucking Hulk Hogan lies in it a lot. That's Hulk's big thing. He fucking remembers things a little differently than everyone else that was there. But there's a lot of that. But besides that, it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
His daughter's in it.
Oh, really? As an
Yeah.
adult?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's she like? Ugly?
Big old bitch.
Yeah. Some big bitch.
Yeah,
Big
dude.
old-
That's probably like some 6'4"
Eighth
fucking
wonder of
like
the world.
giant.
Did
Oh,
she
nice.
get the gigantus or whatever the thing is called?
I don't think so. She is
Nah. Probably not.
She's just
Yeah.
large,
well, yeah,
big, all
just
right,
big
big,
bone.
big lady.
big
All
old
right.
bones.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
and one thing we didn't discuss was whenever they had those two dudes who got drunk at the bar with him and started picking a fight, and then they run outside to their car, and Andre the Giant just flips their
Flips
entire
the
car
car.
over with them in it.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, he. I'd heard whenever I'd heard that story, not even like before I read it in this book, and somebody said that the cops came and all the two dudes in the car were just kept on screaming, "A giant flipped our car! A giant flipped our car!"
Hell yeah. It was an ogre. Pretty cool.
Yeah, he was 23 whenever he flipped that car. I can't imagine like being that. Him in his prime must have been the most scary person in the world. Like at 23, 24, like fuck him in his 30s in the ring. Like him 24, like he carried up a fridge up 6 flights of stairs and shit. Like
Farm boy.
yeah,
Farm boy strength, Andre, dude.
with
God
Andre.
damn.
Oh, that's just the most ridiculous like action movie type person.
Yeah. Well, you were a farm boy,
Yeah,
so you had that.
I had
had
it
that
at one
moment.
point.
Yeah. You carrying fucking sheep around your neck or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I bet
Got
you.
your gay rooster over your over your shoulder. You know, walking around.
Damn it.
Yes. Yeah, I guess it's unfortunate as a girl to be that big, but if I were her, I would probably just move to Switzerland
Yeah.
because everybody's big there.
Yeah.
Who's the most giant woman in the world?
The most giant woman?
The biggest woman in the world?
Well, I don't know.
Hmm.
Nobody's looking that way, I'll tell you that. So nobody knows. Right?
Yeah,
Nobody pays
I
attention
don't-
to that. It's do we still do Guinness books?
Tallest.
Umes Gilgi.
Gilgi.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
Turkish. Hell yeah.
Turkish, yeah.
Big old turkey woman.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Oh, but that's big in that other way. That doesn't count.
She ain't a giant.
It's like, look, it's like she
That's a lot of woman.
she did this, this was like an effort. This was like a project to become this big. I'm talking about a person who's like big, like tall.
Yeah. Is there a woman with acromegaly?
Let's see.
Taller.
Or isn't gigantism also that? Or is that just when your balls get
It's-
big?
Gigantism is the like common
Oh,
term for it.
shit. Oh, that's the same lady.
Oh, that's that chick. Yeah,
She's the tallest.
I saw a YouTube documentary about her.
Damn.
Yeah, she's huge.
Oh wow, yeah.
Look at her ear.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a big ear.
Yeah.
She's
I've never
a big
seen
ass
an ear that
Her
She's,
ear-
she's a good listener.
Yeah, she's listening to the next town over.
She's got sonar, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, my
She is just a satellite dish. That's
those
all
her
she
parents?
is.
Oh.
They got to remove 6 seats for her in
She work at
airplanes.
Target?
Yes.
God damn. Yeah,
Whoa.
she's their size while sitting. Like
Yeah.
she's there. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is good. This is one good thing about the internet is that when somebody has proportions that nobody's used to and it's like you can't stop staring, you could really get it out of your system with the internet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you just stare at a picture of her and then if she's ever in front of you for real, you'll like know,
Yeah.
to just chill.
You've got
You
that
already
out
got
of
an
your
eye
system
full.
already.
Yeah.
You could just be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's that lady.
It's
Right.
kind of like the argument for why we should all just walk around naked. You know what I mean? Right? But also,
Kids
I don't
are
know.
used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, no, I heard that argument about first time you go on a date, if the people would just be like, okay, hey, let's show each other our genitals. Then you have
What are we,
no.
5?
No. Like,
Dude, I paid a kid a Snickers for the first grade so I could look at his dick. It was the only time I've ever engaged in prostitution.
no, that's barter. That's the bartering
That's a
system.
barter.
That's not prostitution.
Hey, I had to start somewhere.
But no, yeah, if you just get out of the way, all the underlying pressure of like, oh, well, are we gonna match up sexually and shit like that? Just like right off the bat, show each other our genitals. All right, I guess we could talk and this might work.
This sounds good for you?
I don't know. I think that's an interesting concept.
Yeah. I think this fits into the fact that you want to see more worms in Dune and also like You like the graphic novel of the Dark Tower rather than the novel because they lay everything out. I think it's like that. That's your personality. It's just it's like show me your genitals. Show me your genitals. Right now, let's get to the action. Yeah. Whereas I'm like, hey, I don't want to see that shit yet. let's eat.
Do you have the
food.
dude cup?
No, I haven't. Have you seen this? For the new Dune movie at theaters,
Dune 2 cup.
The Dune 2 cup. It's the mouth of the sandworm, so it looks like a fleshlight. Like it looks like a giant fleshlight
With teeth.
but it's a
People are fucking
popcorn
this
cup.
Dune 2 cup.
Yeah, they're for sure fucking the cup.
Wait, hold on. All right.
Can you pull up the Dune 2
Oh
cup?
boy.
Dune 2 cup.
What is happening? What did you just say to me? Like what did you just actually tell me right now?
People
Like
are fucking the promotional Dune 2 cup.
they're fucking the cup.
Yeah.
almost assuredly.
But it's not soft in there, right? It's a cup.
Well, no, like
you gotta see this
so,
cup.
I don't.
So,
I don't
like I said, it looks like the sandworm's mouth.
Oh God. All right. You know, I get it. It's fine. It's fine. I understand. Look, that's just how we are as humans. You know what I mean?
How many of those have you ordered, Clay?
None, but I've thought about it.
No, you can't put your dick in that. Look at that shit.
No, look, it's got the ribbing, the little mouth thing.
Look at the hand in it.
Yeah.
This is like this is what you guys think a vagina is like.
Yeah, Dune hole.
This is like good enough.
Hey, girl, let me get some of that Dune hole.
Let me get that sandworm mouth right here.
Give me some sandworm.
People do not know anatomy enough to know that you should not put your dick into a crevice, a crevasse that's meant
A
to.
toothy crevasse.
You're supposed to sip shit out of that.
Perfect circle.
The perfect circle. That's not it.
That's not what a vagina
That's
looks
not
like.
it. It's a listen.
Okay, let's look
If
up
you're
what a
gonna
real
take,
vagina looks
you're gonna
like.
take if you're taking the skin boat to Tuna Town, all right,
Tuna town.
all right. If you're fishing for trout in mysterious waters, all right, you're not gonna end up with whatever this cup is, all right. This is not it. Whatever's inside here.
I mean, yeah, but also it doesn't have to be it.
But what if it was? And that's what they're trying to prove.
Yeah.
Listen, I have one. I'm telling you, okay. I've looked in there, all right.
Look, one of
I've looked in there, put shit in there.
Oh.
All right, my gynecologist.
just pull up.
That's what they got in there.
Yes.
Damn.
All right. Now listen, let me tell you something. If you see the dune worms and it opens its fucking maw and that's what you see, then put your dick in the cup. By all means, put your dick in that cup.
Look.
But that's not it.
They can't grow teeth.
Yes. And also, yeah, vaginas are better. Yes, exactly. Because they can't grow teeth. Okay?
Look,
Remember that.
Melissa, I don't know if you know that guys will pretty much fuck anything.
Oh, no.
But
I know. We
one
all
of,
know.
one of the earliest fuck things that I did, even that I got from I think I heard it on Loveline. You take a Ziploc bag, you put you take a rag and you moisten it, you put it in the microwave for a little bit, let it warm up, put it in the Ziploc bag, and then you put that in the couch cushion, and then you fuck the couch.
Where did the fucking couch come from?
You put it in the couch?
You put it in the couch
Ah.
cushion.
Oh, my God.
I can smell this.
My point is, guys will pretty much fuck anything. So
I know.
Dune Cup.
Guys
is
are like
not.
men are like raccoons, you know. You gotta lock your cabinets up. You gotta put the fucking child safety lock. Yeah, just anything that could possibly be fucked, you gotta put away.
Yeah. So yeah.
Don't leave apple pies lying around.
Naturally,
right?
whenever they came out with the Dune Cup, every guy's thought is, I can see myself putting my dick in there. I probably won't, but
I get it. It's fine.
about like 25% of guys who got that Dune Cup for sure put their
It's
dick in
fine.
it.
Look, I listen. I do believe. I'm actually not judgmental about this because I do believe deep down that this is probably why humanity has flourished on this planet. Is because when something doesn't fit in the mouth, we try to mash it against our genitals. You know what I mean? And that's how we have slowly discovered what's good for both of those holes. So
And then,
you know,
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Do
And
you
our
think
assholes too.
that Andre the Giant's dick could have fit in the Dune Cup? Do you think it had gigantism as well?
I don't even want to play this game.
I don't know. You've never seen it, right?
Yeah, no, nobody's ever seen it. Like, it's never been reported how big his dick was.
It was probably average sized, but average size compared to his actual body size probably looks too small to be, so he
That's
probably
what
had to
would
just.
suck.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't suck. Having an average size penis is fine. It's average.
Well,
Right?
no, but
it
for
is
him,
the
it's like-
adequate size.
It's like if you Andre the Giant and you have a woman in bed and you walk out naked and it's your body, normal 6 or even 7-inch dick against your body, that does not look
No, it
flattering
doesn't.
at all.
It doesn't. It looks.
That's a sad sight.
Yeah. Yeah. As a chick, well, but until you get close, and then you're like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's like an optical illusion. It's like one of those optical illusions. You gotta hold it really close to your eyeballs so it's like cross-eyed,
Squid.
right?
It's a squid
and,
whale.
then suddenly it just kind of like pops out at you. It's like more 3D. So there you go.
Well, all right.
Are we ending on this?
Yeah.
We got an outro song.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, this is Show Me Your Genitals is perfect outro song for this.
Once it loads, yes.
All
right.
Paused.
We got yeah.
I'm making a moussaka this weekend if anybody wants some.
What's
Awesome.
a moussaka?
Moussaka is like a Greek version of lasagna.
Hey,
So then instead of the noodles, it's like potatoes and eggplant.
nice. I'll definitely want some.
Yeah.
Dylan, anything you want to plug before we head out? Fat Kids Podcast.
Yeah, I'm on Fat Kids, and that comes out. That's good. And then I'm going to be rapping
job.
and singing on the High Tonight Show on Thursday.
Fuck yeah.
That's a musical guest. That should be fun. I'll be headlining Hugin's Hole on the 14th and 15th.
Awesome.
Get your tickets to that.
Hell yeah.
And Melissa, you're going to be doing the book roast
Yeah.
with Destiny, and then any other shows you want to plug?
Well, no, just check out my YouTube channel. Melissa
Yeah.
Explains the Classics,
Melissa
right?
Explains the Classics.
If you want to do a little bit more booky kind of stuff. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, we'll leave it on Show Me Your Genitals. And thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in to the Turtle Reads.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
What a good old time.
Bye-bye.